What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Mike Life. Today we're going to be looking at this right here. It is a pressure washer. It was sent to me by a company called Giraffe tools. The name of it is called the Grandfalls pressure washer. 2200 PSI, that's what they're claiming. Up to 2.1 gallons per minute for water. It's a wall-mounted pressure washer, has a built-in hose reel, 100-foot hose. So let's see what we get inside the box. If I'm not mistaken, you also get a foam gun in here. And they also give you a whip hose. So this way you could get from your water supply, your water hose bib attachment to the pressure washer for feeding water. So let's check out what you get inside the box. So they give you a user manual. You're gonna get a baggie here. This is gonna have all your hardware, mounting hardware. You got a level. They also give you all your nozzles. You have this, I think this is for the water supply, the inlet. And then you also, I think this here is for your foam can. You get this piece here. This is the wand, and it looks like it's a screw in. So we'll see that. That goes right into the gun. There's your little foam cannon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is weird. I've seen other version of this that had an actual foam cannon. This one here is giving you something a little bit different. Yeah, this is not a regular foam cannon. So, but we'll check out and we'll see what kind of foam we get out of this. And here's the hose whip I was talking about. They give you a hose whip. If I'm not mistaken, this looks to be about 4 foot length. And then over here is going to be your gun, plastic material. This is where your pressure washer hose gets attached to. And you can see over here the connection. This piece here would be where this connects to. And then over here in the front, you will have a 1/4 inch quick connect for your nozzles. So the way to hook this up, you're just gonna grab this piece here, push it in a little bit, and then you will just turn. Just make sure you hand tighten it. Don't go too crazy with it. Hand tighten should be more than enough. And then over here, this is where you would put your nozzles. So you'll get a 0 degree, you'll get a 15 degree, a 25 degree, and a 40 degree. Now the orifice size that's on these is a 2.5 orifice. And here's a look at the pressure washer. Over here is going to be your hose. This will be for you to attach to the pressure washer. If I'm not mistaken, it's an M14 connection here. And this is an automatic reel. It's got a little ball stopper here, which is adjustable. You do have Phillips head screw inside there. 100-foot hose, like I said. And then you have this plate, which is right here. This is the plate that you're gonna mount to on the wall. And what happens with this plate, it will slide on the back of this. So as you can see, as I tilt this up, let's say this was on the wall, it slides right, actually, yep, that's the way it goes. There you go, it slides right in and it'll hold right in place. Over here is gonna be your power adapter. All right, it's got a ground fault interrupt on here. And the cord length on this looks to be around 4 feet. Now the spot that I'm gonna put this pressure washer is gonna be right over here. I already got a water supply set up. Over here I have my other pressure washer. This one's my active pressure washer, hose reel. Yeah, everything all set up. I left this spot right here for the Giraffe. So let's mount it. All right, guys, so we got the pressure washer mounted. I did it off camera. The thing was that this pressure washer wouldn't fit with the piping I had all around. But I was planning on redoing the piping because I'm adding this thing that's right here. It's called the CR Spotless. I'll show you guys that later on. It's supposed to deionize the water. That I did purchase from Obsessed Garage. Right now it's mounted. We're gonna start doing some piping. So I'm not gonna show you that, guys, because this video is all about the Giraffe pressure washer. So it is mounted. It's the bracket on the back. I just screwed it into the wall. And that's it. Use some anchors for concrete anchors. We're all set. I'm going to finish up whatever I have to do here for piping. Steve is assisting me. Well, Steve is also a plumber, so he knows how to do this stuff. He's a professional at everything. All right, guys, so I finally got it installed. Got it wall mounted. Water for this, the water supply. I did not use the one that they provided, which would be this right here. It was just a little bit too long, and I wanted to go with the same theme that I'm going with my other pressure washer. So this is basically just a hot water tank hose, 3/4 on both sides. And over here I'm using their piece that they have here for the hose bib connection that it's got here, but I did add this 3/4 elbow or 90 degree, so this way it just looks cleaner this way. So like I said, it's installed. We're gonna test out right now and see how it works with their nozzles that they provide. I do have them on the gun right now, so we'll test it out and see the power. Then we'll do a test. I do have a gauge here to see what the actual PSI is with the nozzles that they provide, and then we're gonna do a test to see the GPM, the water flow, and we're gonna do an adjustment. I will use my own nozzles to increase the gallons per minute to see how much we could get out of this. All right, guys, before we do the test with the pressure washer, what I want to do is I want you guys to hear the machine. I'm going to have my hand on the trigger. Microphone is next to the machine. I'm going to press the trigger. So you guys saw that when I let go, there is a delay when I do press the trigger, but when I let go, there's even a bigger delay for the machine to shut off. We'll do it one more time. I will press the trigger now. And now we'll let go. All right. So you guys wanted to hear that. There is a slight delay. Now, I'm not sure if it has something to do with it being a 100-foot hose, but I just wanted you guys to hear that. All right, so let's check out the cleaning power. I do have the 25-degree nozzle on here. Let's do it. Not bad, not bad, but I think I have a better solution. And that's my better solution right there. This one here is the Ryobi. That does up to 2300 PSI maximum, 1.4 GPM. This is a better option for you to clean your driveway. All right, let's do a test. See that? So much better. Look at that difference. All right, guys, so I added a quick connect right there. Then I have my pressure gauge there, and I'm using my gun. I'm using their nozzle. Doesn't make a difference if I'm using my gun or their gun. It's still going to be the same. So, all right, let's check out the PSI on this. So with their nozzle, looks like it's getting about 1600 PSI, and they advertise it as 1700, if I'm not mistaken, which should be right there. You're gonna see it says maximum is 2200, but then rated PSI, which they got right there, it says 1700 PSI. It's off by a little bit, which is not bad. So now when doing, this is gonna be good for you to do your cleaning of your driveways, clean your house or whatever, but to use it on a car, we don't want to have 1600 PSI. We want to have about 1000, 1100 PSI. Now, they're rating it with their nozzle. You're going to get about 1.3 GPM. So we're going to do a test right now to see how much water flow we'll get with their nozzle. So I'll be using this bucket right here. As you can see, it is a 5-gallon bucket. It has the measurements in gallons and in liters. So I'm just going to place this here because I am doing this by myself. I'm going to do one-handed. I do have my stopwatch right here on my phone. Got the nozzle in the bucket, and I will press start and the trigger at the same time. All right, that is done. Let's check and see here. So I got the camera right up to it. It's got to settle a little bit, but it looks to be about a little over 1 gallon. So if I go over to liters, it looks to be a little over 4 liters. It's still moving around. You can see it is over a gallon. So I could say this is probably 1.2 GPM to 1.3, somewhere around there. So as you guys saw, 1.2 GPM, 1.3 around there. What I've done now is I've put a different nozzle on it. And now this nozzle is not one that comes with it. It's one of mine. The nozzles they provide is a 2.5 millimeter orifice. This is a 3.0. So what this should do is reduce pressure and add more flow of water. So let's do a test and see what the pressure is going to be with the 3.0 nozzle. Right at 1000. All right, so we got 1000 PSI, which is beautiful. That's perfect for you to wash your vehicles with. So let's do a GPM test on here for water flow. I did empty out the bucket. Got the camera in position again for you guys. Let's do this test. Let's see here, we are at 6 liters and it's 1.5 gallons, but it looks to be a little above the 1.5 gallons. I've already done this test with the water and I got about almost 1.6 gallons per minute. That's great for a regular pressure washer like this with the stats that it has. I think that's pretty good for GPM. Trying to do this on like a Ryobi or like a Greenworks pressure washer to where it's gonna have similar stats and you wanna increase the gallons per minute, you won't get the numbers on those that you do get on this Giraffe Tools pressure washer. All right guys, now we're gonna test out their foam cannon that they provide. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I've seen this sent out with real foam cannons. This doesn't look to be like a real style. This looks to be like the cheapy foam cannons. But anyway, we're gonna do a little test. It is a 1/4 inch quick connect. Put it here and look at that. It doesn't even want to go in. There we go. Just snapped in. All right, now we'll do a little test and I'm gonna do it on the garbage cans here. I don't want to get soap on my car. I just washed it yesterday. So let's try this out. There you go. So as you can see, very runny soap. Yeah, I don't even consider this a foam cannon. This is more like a foam gun style where it's a very runny soap. I kind of wish they never switched it out because the foam cannon that they did have advertised for it, that it's a real foam cannon where you could change the orifice and so forth. I think there has been a couple of videos on this pressure washer that it came with the real foam cannon, not this foam cannon that they provide. So now one of the cool features is that right here on the back, right here, they do have an area for you to be able to slip your wand inside. And then on the other side, right down there, there's an area for you to be able to put your soap dispenser. And the coolest feature of all is this right here. This is what I really love about this, is the automatic reel. You can see it in action. Just works out great. And then right here you do have the ball. This is adjustable. It's got a couple of Phillips head screws, so you could custom put it for how much of a length you want this to hang down. Let's pull it out. All right, and it stops right there. And then if I give it a tug, it just pulls it right in. Awesome feature. So all in all, the Giraffe pressure washer is pretty good. Works great. GPM on here, if you modify it by putting your own nozzle, like I said, a 3.0 nozzle, you get 1,000 PSI, 1.55, somewhere around there, 1.5, 1.6 GPM, which is pretty good compared to other pressure washers out there that you would get like from Home Depot or Lowe's and so forth. Now the pressure washer I have up here, this one, the Active, which I got from Obsessed Garage, I get about almost 2 gallons per minute with that. So lots of flow of water with that pressure washer. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I have a 3.5 nozzle on that. Now another thing about this pressure washer is for doing your car, I do recommend to get something like this. This is the MTM, has a swivel on the bottom, quick connect right there, a shotgun. Yeah, this is the setup to definitely have if you're gonna use a pressure washer like this to wash your car. But if you're just gonna use it for cleaning the driveway and house, the one that they provide, it's not bad, it's pretty good. I kind of wish that this connection here was right here. It's kind of annoying, pain in the ass over here. But other than that, I like this little handle here, or whatever, compartment for your nozzles, which is pretty nice. Build quality on here looks pretty good. The only thing, like I showed you guys in during the up and close, was the motor has a delay. So when I let go of the trigger, it's still on. So I'm not sure if that has to do with it being a 100-foot hose that's on here. It could be that, not sure. But all in all, it's not bad. I think it's $300 if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's a good price for what you get. But I thought it was a good price with the foam cannon. Yeah, with the regular foam cannon. But then I get this mine and it has this cheap soap dispenser thing, which I think sucks. Giraffe Tools put the foam cannon back with this product here. There's already been a couple of reviews, like I said, and it came with the regular foam cannon, not a soap dispenser. So if they would change that, for me, in my opinion, $300 for something like this with a 100-foot hose, real 1.6 GPM if you modify the tip, I think it's pretty good. I like it. Wall setup here. If I want to take it off of here, remove it, I'd like to see them maybe separate purchase the wall bracket. If they could sell that wall bracket, that would be great. Because let's say I want to take this pressure washer to the other side of the house, I could just connect it there and pressure wash the back of the house instead of depending on a 100-foot hose wrapping around the house. You know, just lift it up and yeah, that would be great. So I'd like to see them maybe sell that bracket as a separate purchase. So thank you, Giraffe Tools, for sending me this pressure washer. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty good. As you can see, I've built it on the wall. I've got it on display over here with my other pressure washer. A lot of this stuff that I have here, I'm gonna do a video on this whole setup here. I did get a lot of this stuff from Obsessed Garage. It's basically an Obsessed Garage themed pressure washer setup with some extra additions. I put my twist on it. So I'll be doing a separate video on everything over here. So once again, guys, in the description below, I'll have links to the pressure washer if you guys want to check it out. And thank you all for watching this episode of Mike Life.